All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to In the Pocket, presented by CrossBonesMMA. My name is Eddie Law. We are in American Minutes, and joining me today is Nick Pilecki. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I can't complain today. I've been inside most of the day. It's probably 120 outside. It's not, but it feels like it. It's so hot in Arizona these days. It's always been hot, but it's like this year got hotter, and it's to the point where you see fire trucks everywhere because people are like passing out on the sidewalks. By the way, if you're outside walking right now in Arizona, you're an idiot. But they're calling like friggin' 911 left and right because people are passing out on the sidewalk. They're just frying their brains, man. So
you don't think people over the years would learn that Arizona is hot as fuck?
Right. I've been here for 23 years. I fucking know. So, fuck. Anyway, let's kick it off here with let's talk about. I don't think we got to it last week. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we got to talk about Anderson Silva and his hearing last week, did we?
No, we didn't. It was the day before the hearing.
Oh, that's right. So, because I work in an office environment now, in fact, you can actually see my cereal box back here. I didn't know I was there. Anyway, talk about good framing. Heck, I'm lose this bitch. Anyway, because I'm in an office environment, I was actually able to watch every second of that meeting. First of all, one of the boxers, I forget his name, Beltran, not the MMA fighter that fights, not Joey Beltran. I forgot his name, Ray Beltran, I think it was. He got 9 months for steroids. He only got a 9 month suspension for steroids, which is insane. The way they're going after steroids these days, it's insane. Only give him 9 months, but okay, fine. But after I heard that, I was convinced Anderson Silva was going to get off scot-free with nothing, right? Well, that was wrong. First of all, he did get a 12-month suspension, but it's 12 months starting from literally the day of the fight, which is January 31st. So he's not going to be able to fight until February. Okay, 6 month suspension or so, maybe less. And then he got a big old fine of the win bonus and I think 30% of his purse. I think is what it was. So that's all that. On top of that, the world now knows that he needs boner pills, allegedly, because we're not even sure if it was boner pills. But here's the best part of it. Oh, not the best part. Here's the crazy part about it. During the actual meeting, his defense was, I took dick pills. All right. But the dick pills, according to him, came in an unmarked container, like a little blue container, supposedly, unmarked, from a friend in Thailand who he trained with once or twice. Okay. So fully trustworthy. You would definitely put some shit in your body that some guy you trained with 2 times, and the guy from Thailand would just give you this shit. Here, check it out, boner pills. It works. Oh yeah, it's normal. Thank you. Fucking A. Like, so I mean, look, you just hearing that part, and I'll get to the best part of the whole thing in a minute. But you just hearing that part, the fact that the best in the world, one of the most professional athletes ever, one of the best to ever do it, if not the best, took a substance from a guy he barely knew. You know what I mean? And it ended up testing positive for steroids. So to me, it sounds like bullshit. I think he's just lying. He's just trying to find a way to I guess lower the impact of or the possible ramifications of what he did by saying it was boner pills.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. First of all, it doesn't make sense to anybody. You know what I mean? But what did you think when you first heard his excuse?
His excuse, in my opinion, was just, first of all, you don't take something that's unmarked. That's just stupid, no matter how long you've known the person or not. Like, you're a professional athlete. Someone's probably trying to sabotage your career. They're trying to make you the bad guy. So that could have been that. It could have been a steroid. It could have been something. We don't know. But his defense did not do his job trying to defend him. And they changed the story 3, maybe 4 times. And it was ridiculous. Like, it was embarrassing to Anderson Silva and to his career in a way. But I don't know. Just the way he was answering the questions, like, yeah, I didn't know what it was. It was from a friend. I trust him. Yeah, okay. But it was unmarked. You do not take something. And he even said in his defense, oh, I didn't know. I went to the fighter summit about the drug policies and everything. And in the policy, it says you do not take something that is unmarked. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, bullshit. It's just common sense. Common sense says do not take something unless you really, really probably want to get stupid fucked up. That's not marked with a label or something. It's stupid. But what can you do? He kind of hurt his career in that aspect, but I'm excited to see him back in February, maybe.
Okay, do you think it fucked with his legacy though? I mean, the fact that, first of all, they didn't believe his story. They didn't buy it. You know what I mean? It seems to me, it sounds like they didn't buy the story at all. To me, had he come out and just said, "Yeah, hey, look, I'm almost 40 years old. I broke my freaking leg. I want to come back. I'm freaked out. This is what I live. This is my livelihood. I want to keep fighting. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I took something to help me heal faster and heal stronger and heal better." Had he come out and admitted it like that, I think we could forgive that. It wouldn't affect his legacy. Maybe affect his legacy a little bit, but to me, this affects his legacy a lot because now he looks really stupid, and he's a liar. He seems like a liar. You know what I mean? He changed his story a bunch of times. And on top of that, speaking of his defense, he freaking postponed his hearing multiple times, and this is the best he could come up with. 3 postponements, man, 3 or 4. I think it was 3. 3 postponements, and the best he can come up with was dick pills. That's the best he could do. All right, first of all, Andy Anderson, Andy, whatever. I'm not talking to Andrew Reed. Andrew Reed knows. He's watching, but we call him Andy sometimes. Anderson, fire your lawyer today. Try to get all your money back because that guy fucked you hard.
Yeah. And
stop taking shit in Mark fucking Biles if that's exactly what happened. If not, just stop taking roids and fight one more time and then retire on a win, hopefully. You know what I mean? Because the win was overturned. In fact, it's a no contest. I think they should have given the win to Nick Diaz, but whatever. Yeah, exactly.
But you have to think about it too. Well, let's bring up this, not the music thing. We'll get to that in a minute. But the guy that was supposed to defend him on the medical aspect, the testing aspect, who was a quote unquote doctor, and they're shitting on his degree and everything like that, saying he's not a legitimate doctor. Where's your degree? Your degree doesn't count here. That kind of hurt him in a way too. It's just his whole defense got shit on. Like they had to even bring Ed Soros, who wasn't even there to testify, in as an interpreter because they weren't sure if his interpreter was interpreting right. And then they asked him, "Are you a licensed manager in the state of Nevada?" "No, I'm not. I'm a licensed manager, but not in the state of Nevada." That he should have been not even on that panel to begin with. That could have hurt him too. There's so many things that could have hurt him in this case that he could have been not guilty. Like it could have been all true. But his defense made it look like it was all bullshit. Yeah. So it's crazy.
Yeah. First of all, let's not blame the interpreter because she was fine as hell.
Well, hey, not her. Oh. But you just never know. Like it. Yeah. It sucks.
Oh, here's the thing. I think that their idea with the interpreter thing and bringing in Ed Soros is because they were worried. Because at some point they actually asked for a 2-minute break, which they got. And they were worried that there was the context of what Anderson was saying wasn't coming through with the interpreter, right? By the way, was fine as hell. I'm not gonna lie, she was beautiful. Anyway, but she was doing a good job overall. I mean, she ended up taking back over a few times, and Soros would only say take over or would only interpret if they felt context was important at that point or very important. Yeah. Here's the thing: overall, it was a poorly planned defense. Anderson Silva looks like an idiot. He might well be. He might be, pretty dumb. A lot of athletes are pretty stupid. See Rob Gronkowski of the New England Patriots. He's dumb as shit. I can tell. We were in school together. Anyway,
but does it hurt his career? Do you think it, like with Mayweather, the whole alleged Mayweather beat his wife, and then
it wasn't alleged. He went to fucking jail for beating a chick.
Mayweather beating his wife and everything like that. Did that tarnish his career? In my opinion, no. He's still the baddest man on the planet right now in boxing. But do you think it tarnishes Anderson's career? This whole defense? No,
and I'll give you an example why. The movie Straight Outta Compton just came out. Did you see it yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm probably gonna go see it tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'm not spoiling it for you. Don't worry. You know the whole story anyway.
Yeah.
But the, NWA rap group out of Compton, Dr. Dre, in the movie, they got him, 99% like on point, right? They told his whole story. He was on point. What they didn't tell you was the fact that he did have a little bit of a problem, pushing women around. He had a couple of domestic violence issues that went down in his early life. So, but they didn't talk about that, right? That's how we're gonna see, and no one talks about that. I think that's how we're gonna see Anderson Silva at the end of the day. No one's gonna talk about the fact that he did roids and that he said dick pills was the excuse, the reason he tested positive, right? Mm-hmm. It's no one's gonna care. Everyone's gonna know him as possibly the greatest fighter of all time. It hurts it now. But if and when he comes back and fights and wins, hopefully, it's all gonna be forgotten. MMA, as you know, is a what have you done for me lately kind of sport.
Yeah.
So yeah, Andrew retweets. It was hardly the court scene from A Few Good Men, was it? No, very true. Had it been that, it'd have been even more entertaining. However, here's why it was. Actually, no, real quick. Do you think it hurts his legacy?
No, I don't. I think it's just a little blip on his legacy.
Yeah.
I guarantee if he comes back in February and he wins his fight, everyone's going to forget about it automatically, especially if it's against Nick Diaz, because God damn, I want to see that, but it's probably not going to happen. Nick Diaz is probably going to be suspended a longer time than Anderson.
Yeah, unfortunately, Anderson comes up with a Dick Pills defense. I can't wait to see what Nick comes up with. So
I didn't know. What was that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. What marijuana? What? Huh? Okay. Now, here's what made this NSAC meeting probably the best thing to ever be on Fight Pass. In fact, if you can go on Fight Pass and find it, I'm gonna try. I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna try after the show to find it on Fight Pass. But if you can find this meeting, this might be the best use of your time on Fight Pass ever. I'm talking about all the Pride fights don't compare to it. All the fucking and by the way, it was just the Anderson Silva part of the hearing is the best part. Okay, the rest of it is dog shit. But this is what was it, 45 minutes? No, it was actually like an hour or two almost of Anderson Silva's hearing. What we were introduced to the Nevada State Athletic Commission DJ. Okay, and I'll tell you what happened. Okay, when during these meetings, if you can't make it to the meeting, you're supposed to be involved. They give you a phone number to call, and then when you finally when you're in queue for that on that phone call, you press *7 or star something, and it gets you in. Right, you can actually talk to the commission and whoever's in the room. Well, somebody got a hold of it and did the greatest thing ever, the best job of trolling ever. Okay. 1 second, Murnell is talking, and he's trying to, he's asking Anderson Silva how long he's been using dick pills, and then all of a sudden you hear music start in the little speaker. This is the NSAC speaker that's sitting in front of Aguilar, Commissioner Aguilar, the head commissioner or whatever, and it starts playing "Let's Talk About Sex." Have you heard that song? It starts playing that, and seriously, Twitter exploded. Everybody that was watching just burst out laughing, right? Murnell, who's one of the biggest assholes on that freaking panel, burst out laughing himself. Ed Soros was freaking laughing. Everybody was laughing. Aguilar tried to keep a stone face. He couldn't do it after like 10 seconds. He ended up bursting out laughing too, right? So it seriously was hilarious. It didn't stop there, however. Then a few minutes later, they played Shaggy. It wasn't me. They played Ooh Me So Horny. What was the other one? There was like 2 or 3 other songs. Literally, they played a lot of songs to the point where they had to mute the damn thing to make sure that it wouldn't happen again. But the NSAC DJ is a hero to many because it seriously was entertaining as fuck. I burst out laughing. I fell over. It was great. So
and yes, you can pull up the hearing still.
Oh God! If you can pull up the hearing on Fight Pass, just fast forward to Anderson Silva part because that's the best use of Fight Pass in the history of Fight Pass.
Yep, it's the only hearing on Fight Pass right now. I'm pretty sure it'll be up for the rest of the month. So
yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it in a little while because that shit was just good. I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube so everyone else can see it. I found like a little clip of it. I put it on the CrossBones YouTube. Yeah, definitely something to go watch. All right, so what else do we got to talk about today? Oh, let's talk about Overeem against JDS, man. You hear about this?
Yes, and I don't know. I'm excited for it, but not excited for it. It's heavyweight. Someone's going to sleep, guaranteed.
Yeah, here's the thing. Overeem has been continuing to badger JDS on Twitter, just left and right. Are we going to do this? Are you scared we're going to do this? And JDS got sick of his shit and tweeted back, okay, let's make it happen. Tweeted the UFC and all that. How badly did Overeem just fuck up?
I don't know, because Overeem, he has that questionable chin that everyone knows that's there, but his last couple fights have been eating a couple punches and just taking them. He doesn't know how to defend his chin at all. He's an K1 fighter and he still can't defend his goddamn chin. Do I think JDS will knock him out? No. I actually think Overeem could take it. I think he's going to be doing what he's been doing in the last couple fights, just taking it to the cage, getting the clinch, and just working from there. But then again, it is JDS. JDS could drop anybody at any given time. That's what he's about. But honestly, I think Overeem's that kind of person that's gonna play it safe, clinch up, and try to get that win.
Yeah, most likely. But you know what though, dude? I have what's it called? I just have to believe that Overeem's gonna get knocked out. I think JDS hits too hard, and Overeem has that glass chin that we all know about. I got another tweet here from Mike Jarvis saying the boxer before Anderson's story was a lie too. Well, yeah, there you go. 9 months only for steroids is crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Excuse me. Anyway.
There was one before that, since we're talking about the hearing. The guy took Adderall before.
Oh, yeah.
A couple days before his fight. Yeah.
Shane Mosley's son.
A couple days before his fight. Now, I have no problem with that at all. Like, I don't. They took what? A shitload of money from him for taking Adderall 3 days before the fight. 3 days. 3 fucking days. And then he got suspended.
And he was scheduled to fight in the same card as his dad, which I think is pretty soon, right?
Yeah. And he's not able to fight on the card.
Yeah, he's not gonna get the fight.
Adderall. Because if Adderall is illegal, all these fighters that take Alpha Brain before their fight, the day of their fight, that shouldn't count either. But since they sponsor some of the fighters and they sponsor Joe Rogan and probably Dana White buys their shit, no, it's fine. It's okay. I don't know.
You're talking about on it?
Yeah. With like Alpha Brain.
Yeah, but that's not Adderall, dude.
It's kind of the same.
No, it's not.
In a way.
I've taken Alpha Brain and I've taken Adderall in college, right? Huge difference.
But 3 days before the fight.
I'm sure they take Alpha Brain the day of. I don't know.
True. I don't know. I just ordered my Alpha Brain, so we'll see. You'll get my full opinion in probably.
All right, and then get some Adderall in like a month. Get some Adderall in a month and tell us the difference. Shit, I'm about to get me some Adderall. Fucking no, I took Adderall in college because I had to study for finals. Anyway, oh man, here's the thing. There was not much to do with MMA this last weekend. There was no events, was there?
No, there's no events. There was the Eddie Bravo Invitational, which you were tweeting like crazy. Awesome. I was not watching.
Awesome. If you have not watched EBI whatsoever, you need to go to YouTube and find a video or something. I will say best jiu-jitsu tournament out there because it has finishes, it has overtimes. There's no draws. In fact, if you get to the third overtime and nobody gets submitted, they do it by time. Who had control, right? Who had who had control for the most time, and that's who picks the win. So nobody ever goes to draw. It's an actual tournament. And winner gets a title for I think winner gets to be champion or whatever. So Eddie Cummings wins this tournament here. Joe Soto, man. Joe Soto was an underdog in every match he had, and he tapped the favorite. He tapped the favorite Gio Martinez. He tapped him. It seriously was just an incredible effort by Joe Soto. It was a great event, great tournament. I'm gonna do my best to be at the next one, hopefully, and I'm gonna do my best to go to that one because I want to see this shit live. It was really cool to see, and again the super fights with the ladies were those might have been the best ones in the night. You know what I mean? And it's a good event, and Meta Morris should definitely learn from that, like big time. And then speaking of Meta Morris, Halleck Gracie decided to do a Reddit AMA or Ask Me Anything. And from what I read, he got tooled, man. He big time. Like every other question is like, when are you going to pay the Meta Morris athletes? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? And I think Halleck Gracie might be a little delusional because his answers were just weird. Like I don't know what the hell he was thinking. So Meta Morris, I'm kind of on. I don't really care. I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to get money anymore. And also because I had to learn the hard way. If you buy a Meta Morris pay-per-view and you got double charged, email info@metamorris.com to get your money back because first of all, they double charge a lot of people, a lot. You go to their website and you try to go to their contact page, you don't get anything. It doesn't work. So you got to go to info. You have to email info@metamorris.com and they'll help you out rather quickly. I got help in half an hour, and I should be getting my credit here in a couple of days. So. But Meta Morris has a lot of problems they need to fix. Halleck Gracie being one of them. I don't think he's the guy to lead that thing, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is at that point. Let's talk about something real quick here because it came up and we didn't talk about it last night on Keyboard Warriors. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Now here's again, This is coming off of a Facebook post by Anthony Rumble Johnson himself. And every MMA journalist decided to grab it and write an article on it, right? And it was just like, oh, Anthony Rumble Johnson threatens a woman at the gym and all that shit. They didn't interview anybody. They didn't call the owner of the gym. They didn't call the chick that got threatened. They didn't call Anthony Rumble Johnson. They took whatever he said off that Facebook and assumed it was real. What if Anthony Rumble, I keep saying his name. What if Rumble fucking made all that shit up? You know what I mean? If I'm a professional athlete, I would start posting a lot of bullshit just to fuck with MMA media. Because the MMA media is full of a bunch of unprofessional assholes that call themselves journalists. That's legit what they do. So let's go over this thing real quick. So he apparently and I don't know if you ever worked out in the weight room. At the gym, I go to the weight room a lot, and you do get the occasional ladies that put down yoga mats right in the middle of the squat racks or whatever, and start like stretching or doing yoga, whatever the fuck they're doing. It's irritating. It's annoying. No idea why they're there. There's no reason for them to be in that spot. There's spots for the yoga, right? Or there's spots for the mats. Well, Rumble had a problem with a lady doing that, and here's what he said, quote, "So the ugly girl in the gym built like a bag of dry dog food. This is for you. If you get in my way or any other athlete way again, I'll throw your yoga mat across the gym again." So this is insinuating that he threw a yoga mat across the gym. "Who in their right mind stretches where people are supposed to lift? Don't ever run your mouth at me again. You won't win that battle. I will. Talking about it was rude. That I lifted next to you while you were stretching." Basically, she complained that he was lifting while she was stretching, which is bullshit. If you're in the weight room, get the fuck out, right? You need more than stretching to help that beat up body. Run to the front desk again, crying, talking about you feel threatened and gonna go to social media. I really don't care. I've been through worse. That's an athlete's gym, not a yoga studio. That fake crying does nothing for anybody, by the way. Just like the guy, just like the guy said you live in his neighborhood and you exaggerate and overreact all the time. So one more time, don't run your mouth and don't do yoga stretching when people lift weights, or I'll snatch the mat from under you again and throw it again. Understand? Good girl. One more thing. Stop wearing sports bras when your tummy look like old country red clay dirt road. What the fuck? Okay. So that's basically what he said. If you want to see more, it's all over on Reddit. Actually, I'm gonna tweet out the image right after the show. But that shit's funny as hell, right? I mean, I find it funny as fuck. It doesn't sound like he actually threatened anybody.
Yeah, he's just talking shit. He's saying his opinion, and he has his right to do that. But I just want to know, was the girl like a little white girl? Like, because that would just probably set some alarms. Because it's a big black guy, little white.
Yeah, if she was white, if she was white, for sure he's gonna get.
Yeah, but no, he has every right to. Like, if he told her before, and told her time and time again, and he's like, get the hell out of the way, just move. He probably said it nicely beginning time, came back another day, continue, hey, what did I tell you? Did it again, and then just said, fuck it, I can't take it anymore, get the hell out of my way, and got pissed off. Yeah. It happens. It's just because it's a star, everyone's gonna blow it up. It happens in the gym all the time.
Yeah, definitely. All right, since we don't got much else to talk about, let's talk about this weekend's card, just a main event here. Max Holloway against, my brain just blanked out,
Charles Oliveira.
Thank you. God, Jesus Christ. All right. It's been a long day. Yeah, Charles Oliveira against Max Holloway. Who you got in this fight?
Max Holloway, man. I think he's just more seasoned than Charles Oliveira, and he has more power. Oliveira does have power, don't get me wrong. He's more the vet to Max Holloway, but Holloway's just been climbing that ladder faster than Charles Oliveira, and I think Holloway wants it a lot more. And I don't know, it's going to be a decent fight. I'm not excited for it. I'm more excited for the co-main, even though the co-main got messed up. But I'm excited to watch it. Of course, I'm going to watch it. It's free on Fox, or on Fox Sports 1 probably. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's a free card, I'm going to watch it. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to boycott the UFC because it's watered down. You're not boycotting shit. And I like free cards. By the way, they're working on Bigfoot Hunt, Mark Hunt 3. What do you think of that?
Yes, because the first one was amazing, and it got messed up because of fucking TRT or steroids, whatever the hell it was. I want it again. I think it'll be the exact same fight. They're going to beat the hell out of each other, and yes, I want it right now. I
hope it's like the same fight the last time. And by the way, it's number 2, not number 3. But I hope it's like last time. It won't be. It's gonna be two guys that have been knocked out too many times, just guessing on the round. So I think anyway. So I can't pick I don't know. I got no one I can pick on that. It's because I don't think it's gonna get that far. And in fact, I don't think anyone's gonna finish the fight. Anyway, all right. So again, no MMA this last weekend. So we kind of you know, at the scratch and claw for shit to talk about. So we're gonna come back next. What's up?
This was announced last week, right after. I just want to know what you thought.
What's up?
191's what, 2 weeks away?
About
on the 5th. They added Rocky Raquel versus Liz Carmouche. What do you think about that fight?
To 191?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh. Let me look that up real quick. That's weird.
Jesse,
when did it?
What the fuck, Nick? Jesse's calling me out on the group chat. I don't know why, but
hold up. I don't have Facebook up, so I can't see it.
He just said, "What the hell?"
Yeah, Andrew Reid got it damn right. Andrew Reid tweeting over pretend journalists sensationalizing again. Exactly. These motherfuckers have nothing. No, it's not on 191, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I think they added it to 182.
No, 191.
No, it's not. Just look.
Guaranteed.
No, it's not, dude. I'm looking at it right now. Look it up.
Unless it was a typo on where I was reading it from.
Oh, no, you're right. It's there. Well, no, it says Andrade and Pennington. That doesn't make sense. Isn't Andrade...
It should be Pennington Carmouche.
Yeah, it should be. This is weird. All right, fuck it.
Anyway.
Check UFC.com later on to see if that shit's real. But that's a good fight. I like that fight, but I like it more for Carmouche because she's I think she's stronger just overall.
And
but Rocky's boxing is fun.
Fight Pass prelims should be higher. God damn it.
It should be higher. I think you should put all 135 fights should be higher. At least in the TV prelims, right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, you know. Old Uncle Dana thinking of dumb shit. Anyway, here we go. What the fuck, Nick? Jesse says.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Alpha Brain is not a drug. Liz is out, by the way. Okay, so Liz Carmouche is out.
Okay.
So it might actually be Andrade against Pennington.
Yeah, that's a scary fight.
That is a scary fight.
That's a scary fight for Rocky.
I don't know. I think it's going to be cool. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, just in case you're wondering here, this weekend's this weekend's fight card is on Sunday. So Sunday, early prelims begin at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Then FS1 prelims begin at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And the main card starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Headlined by Max Holloway against Charles Oliveira. And co-main event of Neil Magny against Eric Silva, where Neil Magny is going to eat total shit. But what are you going to do? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching In the Pocket. Please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing everything on the channel now, just on the CrossBones channel. We're still putting up podcasts and everything, but because that shit costs a lot of money, we're getting a lot more response from YouTube anyway. So it turns out a lot of you don't really like to go to iTunes and shit and download stuff. So we're gonna go with YouTube, and we'll be promoting that. So make sure you subscribe to the page. You can get all the new stuff, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Later, guys.
Later.